After all the good music that came out of 2025, it's time for Grammy nominations. And it looks like Playboi Carti didn't receive any nominations. Not even one. Shit, I believe Playboi Max has more Grammy nominations than Playboi Carti. Which is fucking wild. I'm not gonna lie. That's crazy. That's actually sad. I'm gonna be honest. While I do believe Playboi Carti should deserve at least some Grammy nominations, I'm not mad that the Grammys didn't really use Playboi Carti or even made Playboi Carti a nomination for the Grammys. I'm actually happy that Playboi Carti didn't get any nominations. I'm actually happy that he didn't even go to the Grammys at all. I know this is gonna sound like a hot take, but I really don't like I Am Music's by Playboi Carti. I think it's one of his worst albums out of his whole discography. I think it's a decent album, but in terms of Playboi Carti standards and the standards I held him to, no, I don't like that album at all. And not to be a hater to the Carti community, I just personally see, and this is just my take on it, I kind of knew that he wasn't gonna win a Grammy with I Am Music. I didn't think he wasn't gonna get nominated. That's a little fucking wild. But I definitely believe he wasn't gonna win a Grammy with I Am Music. Just personally on how the Grammys, their track record with trap music, they kind of, in a sense of way, kind of diss it in a way. On the way they just pick it, on the way they nominate it. They didn't give Future DS2 a Grammy nomination, I believe. They didn't give Whole Lotta Red a Grammy nomination. They didn't give EA a Grammy nomination. I think Lil Uzi for Lover's Rage 2 did get a Grammy nomination, but he still lost. So it's like Travis Scott. They put Cardi B over Travis Scott. So especially in this lane, this alternative trap lane, they're definitely not giving you a Grammy. So you can count that shit. Like, at least you gotta buy it, or I don't know. With the Grammys, their track record with track music is just really bad, just personally. And I might just go off on a tangent here. I'm personally happy that they didn't give Playboi Carti a nomination. The reason why I'm happy, and this might sound a little biased, and because I probably like Playboi Carti a lot, I feel like I Am Music is a whole contradiction to Whole Lotta Red. It's just a whole contradiction. It's a whole completely flip-flop on Playboi Carti's ideology, on what he was trying to do, and what he really was. And it feels like, to me, it's like he sold out in a way. You know what I'm saying? I Am Music just sounds like a mainstream people pleasure type of album. And I guess I never really truly told y'all my feelings on I Am Music because I wasn't really here for it. I was gone for like a year. But now that I'm back now and I can actually say it, I just feel like it's a sellout album. Using AI to just make your voice sound more polished and more people-pleasing to the world is a whole contradiction to Whole Lotta Red. And because this might sound crazy, you pleasing to get the Grammys and them still not accepting you is a slap in the face to Whole Lotta Red and yourself. Because Whole Lotta Red is anti-mainstream. It is. If you really go listen to Whole Lotta Red, listen to the things he was saying. They try to turn me into the white boy, but I'm not Lil Dicky. They used the label to trick me and Pierre. I had to stay out the media and stay out the controversies with Lil Uzi and the Migos. I didn't even want to pick a side because there's too much politics in it. Everything about Whole Lotta Red was anti-mainstream. The sound, it was weird. It was obscure. It come off-putting. It was disgusting to the mainstream. Your rap peers that you are now collaborating with were giving you side shots like Lil Durk and these other people, and now you're with them and Lil Baby. When they ever gave you a shout out? When did they ever done that for you? And you walked in their building and kissed their ass. You sucked their dick. You get what I'm saying? And now you want to be appreciated for your dick sucking and your ass kicking, but they don't even accept you. They didn't even look your way. You sold 300,000s with Kendrick Lamar. I do believe Kendrick Lamar does listen to Playboi Carti, especially his cousin Baby Keem. Definitely does listen to Playboi Carti. You can hear the influence in that. P picking sides with Drake when you just did a song with Drake a couple years ago, and picking a side with the dude who, because he wanted beef and he was the hottest rapper at the point, and you just basically collabed with him. I know for a fact, especially with that Carti stream, I can definitely put the theory out now, especially a conspiracy, that the whole label put those songs out for you. You didn't put none of them songs out for yourself. You didn't individually pick those songs. The label did. That's how you, and I know that is because when Carti asked you, is Kendrick Lamar on the album, he was like, who was that? And now niggas going in the comments gonna act like, no, Slab, he was fried. No, he wasn't. He wasn't. He let the label do everything his way to make him bigger than what he is. And what he was supposed to be was supposed to be the kid, was supposed to be the poster boy of the anti-mainstream movement. And he failed miserably because everybody clowned him when Whole Lotta Red dropped. And I told y'all this for 3 years now. And I'm gonna keep telling y'all this. That day when Whole Lotta Red dropped, he still thinks in his head and still thinks about that day, how everybody clowned him. And he wants to get that image out his mind so much. Now you obviously can say, well, Slab, he grew up, he can't be a vampire at the age of 30. Well, you're right. But acting like Dipset at the age of 30 is fucking wild. Creating 2,000 aesthetics that's already been done better. Yeah, better. And so, you look stupid. You look stupid. Making club music, what are you doing? You were never a club nigga. And I get it. We grown. We move on to things. But Playboi Carti, you were always being anti-mainstream. You weren't really supposed to be this fucking big. Being honest. And this is somebody who listens to you over Juice and X. You weren't supposed to be this fucking huge. So, I'm being real here. I'm so glad that you didn't get a nomination at all. Everything you've done on Whole Lotta Red, everything you've done, the world you created is, to me, done. And that could have been with Father's Time and how long you've been dropping music and the anticipation between these drops. But to me, man, you selling out like that, in a sense of sound, in a sense of character, it just, it doesn't really hit. It doesn't really hit. I'm just completely being honest with you. It feels like you took the coward way out. And I get it. You want to make, and I see what Opium's doing. I always have this ideology, and I don't want to say it, but because it comes off a little weird, but I feel like with underground artists, especially coming out from this SoundCloud underground scene, they kind of have this visualization of that all their fans are black and all that black people are bumping them, and then as soon as they go on tour, as soon as they go on their venues, they realize how white their fan base is. And I feel like Opium had a sense of that, and they wanted to make their fan base a little more black. That's personally what I believe. That's one of my theories on Opium and why they changed their sound. But that doesn't work. You stuck with what you're stuck with. Majority of white people in the United States live here, so you're gonna have a large white fan base. The same way for Kendrick Lamar. He talks about woke shit, and white people are just eating it up. Like it's inevitable. Like it's white people are so ubiquitous in the United States, you can't miss them. So it's like, it is what it is. But man, I think truly you were supposed to be the movement of the anti-mainstream, and you kind of still are a depiction of that. I feel like NBA Youngboy is right now, but damn, I feel like you lost your creativity personally, and I'm glad that you didn't get a Grammy nomination for this, because now it can show you that somebody needs to humble your ass and tell you that album really wasn't that fucking good. It sold really fucking good. It sold really fucking well. Selling 300, man, that's beautiful. I love to see that. As a person who's been bumping Playboi Carti since 2014, I love to see that, man. I love to see that. But somebody needs to humble you. And somebody needs to give you a reality check like, nigga, you not that nice. Nigga, you not that nice. Not like, you feel me? You were going there. You were getting nice. But you still need work on. That's personally what I believe. That's why I'm happy, Playboi Carti didn't receive a nomination or a Grammy at all. Feels good getting that all out, because I've been holding this I Am Music opinion for a while, to be honest with y'all.